Alright, Ninkei78 here with another episode of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Last time, we finished the Wits path and the team path. Well, overall, we finished both of those. So it's time for the grand finale of picking up this newspaper. No. In actual reality, we have to go down the fist path. So as usual, there is a way to start this defaultly. Let's assume you wanted to see what the other text said from the team path. Like, what does that do? What does being a mean person get you?
What do you want, pal? This ain't no ticket office.
What does being mean? Let us say this.
Let me in, you Darwinian nightmare.
Was that an insult?
Well, he's not very fast on that. What do you think?
What do you think?
I think I'm tired of fancy Dan college boys who use big words, and I think you better apologize.
Oh, really? I should apologize.
Why should I, you fat tub of lard?
That's it, wise guy. Put up your dukes.
Alright. Now we're in a combat situation. Actually, I will show you what happens if you don't do anything.
That'll warn ya.
Phew, lucky there wasn't a Nazi spy or I'd be dead.
Most of the Nazi spies will actually kill you and end your game. This guy, he just beats you up and knocks you out, and a couple of minutes later you wake back up again, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm fine. So, if that happens to you, pretty much at any point in the game where you just happen to die and be out of health, after this point of getting past this guy legitimately, your game will be over, and you have to start from where you last saved. So, this is why the fist path is considered one of the hardest paths to me, and also, it's considered a path that is like the most time-consuming and the one you have to do the most saves on. I'll try not to die too many times as I'm playing through, but I do want to make a montage of all the deaths that could potentially happen, because the dialogue that the death screen gives you is pretty interesting to me. I'm going to also explain, I'll probably throw up a picture. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll throw up a picture and tell you that there is a health bar and a power bar, and those two things are basically what we have to do to keep an eye on. The power affects how much damage you're going to hit the other guy for, whereas your health is your health, obviously.
Wait, I'm sorry I offended you.
Oh, in that case, what do you want?
We're going to go through this again.
Let me in, you Darwinian nightmare.
It's not too late to apologize, Buster.
You can't apologize to a vegetable.
Now you've done it.
You can't have... I love the insults. But, yeah, you pretty much have to mash the mouse button on the guy. I like to go for the head and the crotch area, because that's where they defend the least. You can defend a tiny bit, but if you back up too much, you back out of a fight.
The bigger they are, well, you know.
Can I look at this guy? No, you cannot. You would probably want to try to loot bodies if you can, but I can't loot this guy's body, so let's walk in. Talk to the stagehand.
Excuse me.
Aha! You must be the new doorman. About time they got rid of Biff. He was such a pushover.
And now the dialogue to me makes sense when I just walk in after beating the guy up. Like, I'm the new doorman because I beat up the old doorman. But yeah, like, all the combat stuff seems pretty simple. It could be pretty difficult because it's a matter of skill and luck combined. And I'll do the same thing like in the Wits Path, where I'll just cut back to pretty much where the path diverges with Sophia's fortune. And maybe cut in a couple of funny moments, but honestly, me entering the theater is my favorite funny way of getting in here.
I used to think you'd make a good scientist.
Colonel,
Suppose I get... Let's go have a talk with Heimdall in Iceland.
I thought you'd never ask.
I can't move it.
You know what sucks?
I can't move it.
I think the thing that sucks here
I don't
is
want to
that
interfere with Dr. Heimdall.
I
Doesn't
can't
seem to open.
get this ice eel figuring with my fists. That's what sucks about trying this path out. I'm a scholar, eat my fist.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones. Is that scholarly enough?
You're no student of Atlantis, then.
You're no student of my whip.
Look, the kerosene ate away the tarnish.
Remarkable. So, you took my lamp, eh? I hope you know what you're doing.
I love how he's like, it was remarkable. Wait, why did you take the lamp?
Now I don't think that'll work.
Alright, I don't think this will work, but
I can't move it. I can't move it. I can't move it. It doesn't seem to open. It doesn't seem to close.
well,
I can't pick that up.
I tried to punch him awake out of the ice and it didn't work.
The lost dialogue of Plato is in the Ward collection. Got that?
I think so.
Word
the
collection.
Word collection.
Very good. Nice doing business with you.
The Ward collection? You know something, Sophia? I believe Barnet College owns the Ward collection.
So why are you dragging me in here?
This is Caswell Hall. We store all our junk here.
You think Plato's lost dialogue is junk?
I'll decide once I see it.
Some people have no faith. I'll meet you in your office.
Whoa. That was the rudest thing I could probably have said. Well, anyways, I guess we could start back here and go find the word collection as soon as I get my mayonnaise.
Well, don't just stand there. Go find Plato's lost dialogue.
You see, mayonnaise is how I get my power.
Phew. Guess I should have cleaned it out. I guess it's mayonnaise, but it looks like used motor.
It's okay, we'll eat it. Can we eat it? No, you can't just use it. That's what would be considered eating. If you heard that, that was probably the cat. He's just jumping around. Being a usual cat. have the dirty rag. Pick it up. Jeez. Glad the stairs are repaired. Alright. Is this?
I believe it's part of the old Ward collection.
Oh, this of all things. Well, we could unscrew the bookcase.
An old lecture hall desk. Complete. I can't pick that up.
Pick up the gum.
Sure is gooey.
Alright, so we do have a different method of getting the dialogue shown here. It's in that bookcase. Oh well, we're probably back already, so I don't know why I would bother saying that again. Alright, there's one or two ways that we could do this. There's two ways we could do this. We can either unscrew the bookcase.
Ouch! The screw came out, but that hurt.
And we can keep unscrewing with this wrapped arrowhead.
It's unscrewed.
But I'm going to do this way just because it's the fist path. And do the gum with the goal shoot to walk up.
I think I'll stick this on my shoes
Probably,
for traction.
I should probably watch out what I'm
What
saying.
do you know? The gum works.
Walk up the shoot. Use this piece of coal that we got with the book. Throw it at the book, and it should come down. Here. And now we just pick it up.
It's the lost dialogue of Plato.
With some coal peat bits on it, because it exploded onto it, probably. Alright, now eat this mayonnaise. With the
I
gum.
don't think that'll work.
That is probably the most disgusting meal that you can ever have, is just mayonnaise and gum. Alright. Now that we got the dialogue, let's review it. Because it is very important to look at it every time. It does
I
change.
got it. I found Plato's lost dialogue.
Really?
Our jungle friend Sternhardt is quite the scholar.
Let me see.
Alright. The numbers are 170 and 640, and the numbers will be used in this path. And we have another combination.
I don't see how this will help us find Atlantis.
Sternhardt probably could have told us a lot.
I could have interrogated him.
Sternhardt's long gone. I'd sooner trust my spirit guide.
Plato's the one to trust, I think.
Oh, so Atlantis vanished 1,000 years before Plato instead of 10,000. How does that help us?
Plato's error means distances could also be wrong.
So what if they are?
If Plato is right, Atlantis is in the Mediterranean.
You mean 300 miles from Greece instead of 3,000?
Yes, the cradle of civilization.
You could be right. He once told me he came from the middle of the world. That's what Mediterranean means.
Enough with your fantasies. I'm talking facts.
Wait, quiet. I think I'm getting something.
Don't push this too far, Sophia.
Will you just shut up and listen to me? Among the artifacts that Kerner stole was a small stone disc with a hole in it. I'm sure it was one of the 3 stones mentioned in Plato's book. And I didn't find it. I bought it from Omar al-Jabbar in Algiers.
Why should he help us?
Or was it Alain Trottier in Monte Carlo? Either way, Algiers or Monte Carlo. This much I do know. You'll need all 3 stones if you want to find Atlantis.
I'll go, but you're staying here.
We'll see about that. First, I'm going to tell your fortune. Look into my eyes. Deep into my eyes. For Pete's sake, I'm not going to hurt you. Now hold still. You are a remarkable man, Dr. Jones. You possess great strength of character. You are resourceful. But you're better with your fists than your head. I foresee combat and violence along your path to Atlantis, a path too dangerous for me.
I get what they're going for there, but it sounds like she called me dumb just now.
So it'll be rough. That's the way I like it.
Good luck. You'll need it.
I'll send you a postcard.
So long, Indy.
And we're off to the adventure again. We want to start in Monte Carlo, just like in the Wits Path. Monte Carlo is the way to go because we need to associate ourselves with a great dealer of antiquities.
Just a
Sir.
moment, please.
Sir. Alright.
Are you Alan Trottier?
Oh, perhaps. Who's asking?
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones at Barnett College.
Jones. I believe I've heard of you. Yes, of course, the famous archaeologist.
That's me.
And I am Trottier. Amateur scholar, part-time poet, professional dreamer.
What can you tell me about Atlantis?
Oh, that depends. To prove you're worth dealing with, answer me this. Of what material did the Atlanteans carve devices to search for orichalcum?
Well, apparently rubber combs would have been the answer in the Wits Path.
Amber.
Yes, excellent. Obviously, you know Plato's lost dialogue well. Personally, I doubt I can help you, but my name is recognized among dealers in antiquity. Maybe my business card will be of some use to you. And now, au revoir.
And that's all the time we have here in Monte Carlo.
Driver, to the
Yes,
airport.
it is literally that short. We'll go to Algiers and see what we can do there. Now, this is fairly similar to the Wits Path, where there's not much. Even the beggar still says the same thing as well. So let's just go to Omar's shop and see what we can do. He has a fez this time, which is different.
Excuse me.
How can I help you, Effendi?
Are you Omar?
You mean Mr. Al-Jabbar? That is an also good one, Effendi. I'm his trusted servant, Paul Abdul.
Can you arrange a meeting with Mr. Al-Jabbar?
I suppose I could, Effendi, but my master rarely deals with clients in person. Why should I bother him?
It's a matter of life and death.
That's what they all say. You'll have to give me a better reason than that.
I almost saw this man shot to death.
Excuse me.
Not really.
Yes?
I think this may interest you.
Ah, the business card of Monsieur Trottier. That's different. Perhaps Mr. Al-Jabbar will desire to speak with you. Wait here until I get back.
We should probably make sure he's okay, because we already know the Nazis are very powerful. Just from playing the whole game in general. And we want to follow the guy in the red dot. There is no gray dot.
The servant's ducking into that house.
Alright, we found the house. Really? What is up with... Oh. Oh, it's this house. Okay. I was like, I just saw them.
Or die.
Okay. Now, we can take care of this guy in one of two ways. And I had to pause just to talk about this. We can either beat the heck out of him, or use this pot But I'm going to just try to beat the heck out of him. Because I know I've won this before.
Master will tell you nothing. What do you know, Achtung?
Whoops.
So, Dr. Jones, you fell right into my trap.
Oh. The fight is so sudden. I thought there was dialogue, but I guess not. There we go.
Thank you for saving me from that infidel. What's your name?
Indiana Jones.
Really? The famous archaeologist. What brings you to North Africa?
I heard you know something about Atlantis. I'm looking for it.
Take my advice, Doctor, and give up. There are men who will kill to stop you.
I could beat them up. Let me worry about them.
Let me worry about them.
Gladly, Effendi. Watch out especially for Klaus Kerner. He and his team are out in the desert, turning a modest discovery of mine into a major dig. They seem to have found an outpost of the Lost Kingdom, and they're stealing my treasures.
What were they doing here?
The dig site isn't enough to sate their greed. They want more. Now, since you saved my life, here's a map and a camel to speed you on your way. Meanwhile, Paul and I must alert the authorities.
Wait, what map? Which camel?
Well, there's only really one camel out there. We could look at it.
This animal's seen a lot of miles.
Yep. It's seen a lot of miles.
It's just a piece of bamboo. It's the stuff dreams are made of.
Oh. I guess you could pick up the statues here in this path too, but we don't need them. I'm gonna take the stuff that dreams are made of, though. Take the map as usual.
The stick broke, but I got the map.
Is there anything on the guy's body?
Nothing here.
Of course, you can't trust your soldiers to do that. Can I use the web with the
I don't
crop?
think I should do that.
Probably not. Alright. In the next video, we will take the camel out into the desert, and we will also see what the dig site is all about, and continue on with the fist path. See you soon.